What's poppin' toppings? Happy spooky season and welcome back to the channel. Today I am going to be ranking the Sims 3 store content venues. But before we begin, we're just gonna have to get rid of the golden toy ticket shop because for some reason every time I loaded it in to get my final thoughts on it, she was a little bit, she was a little bit broken. She was weak. So we're gonna have to commit delete. Sad times, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So because of the extra loss, we are going to be ranking 6 of the Sims 3 store content venues, which are the Deliciously Indulgent Bakery, Le Cinema Plum Bob, Business as Usual Bistro, the Boardwalk, the Lucky Simoleon Casino, and lastly, the Skylight Studio of Performing Arts. Now, I'm sure that a lot of you guys can agree with me when I say that the Sims 3 store is very, very overpriced for all the objects there. And the Sims 3 store is supposed to offer additional gameplay without the cost of having an expansion pack that, you might need to play the game. So in that sense, it was honestly such a cool idea. However, in the context that The Sims 3 has been around for over 10 years, you would expect the prices to go down a little bit, and that's not the case. They're still quite high. Personally, for me, if I wanted to get 1000 sim points, which is most likely the minimum cost for all of these venues and worlds, it will cost €7. Now, if I wanted to actually get a store content venue, it mostly costs over €1,000, so I'd have to spend over 1000 sim points, so I would have to spend €14 for 2000 sim points. The first thing we're going to be ranking is the Sims 3 Deliciously Indulgent Bakery. This bakery is on the store for 1,900 sim points. This venue has 2 premium content items, which are the Baker's Station and the Baker's Bazaar collection. My experience with the Sims 3 Deliciously Indulgent Bakery has been up and down, because when I first got it when I was a little bit younger, it was so broken. Like, no one would spawn to the shop to actually work there. There would be no bakery items on sale, and overall just was not a great experience for me. However, I loaded the game up again, or the venue up again, and it actually worked pretty fine, and from that I'm going to put it on a B tier, because I feel like most of the Sims 3 items, or the Sims 3 in general, has routing issues. This one has major routing issues, and I also feel like the building is a little bit too big. Like, it didn't need to be as big. There's like half of the store, two-thirds of the store just did not need to be there, and I feel like it adds to a little bit of lagging because it's such a big building, and it didn't really need to be that big for what it has. It has like different little places in it, like offices and like weird little nooks and crannies for your Sims to sit in, that I just don't feel like is needed, especially when the Sims 3 kind of has a major lag spike sometimes. Overall, the good things that I can say about this store is it adds baking, and the baking station is so amazing. I love using the baking station. I personally would use the bakery if I wanted my Sims to go out and get a surprise birthday cake for their family, or even a wedding cake. It kind of adds to the gameplay, which I love. Your Sims can go out there and have a little lunch with a little tea party with their friends and family, and I think it's such an amazing thing. Given that my recent experiences with the Sims 3 the Sims 3 bakery, I'm gonna put it to a B. The next one we're going to be ranking is the Le Cinema Plum Bob. Le Cinema Plum Bob is one of my must-have venues in any and every save file that I have in The Sims 3. I love the things that it adds, and this is on the Sims 3 store for 2,080 sim points. Once again, like the Indulgent Bakery, I think the building is too big. Potentially didn't need to be as big as it is. It comes with 2 store premium content items, which are the barrier to entry system and the largest live movie screen. I love this. I can't tell you I love this enough. The good thing about this is that you can use the barrier to entry system for any build that you want. It's so cool. You could build like little stages and your Sims would have to buy tickets, and oh, I love it, guys. It's something that I hold truly and dearly to my heart. So another thing that I like about this cinema is that the TV screen gives the venue the visual effects of an actual cinema, and I'm gonna put the Le Cinema Plum Bob on an S tier. It definitely does have its problems with routing, and the building once again didn't need to be as big as it was, but I love it so much. Options allow your Sims to watch genres of movies as we would do in real life. They also have little bars so your Sims can get food and eat in the movie room. The next venue we are going to be ranking is the Business as Usual Bistro. This adds to the I can't remember what it was called, but there was a set that kind of had it. This is on the Sims 3 store for 1,710 sim points, and it comes with 1 premium store content item, which is the It's Business Time Industrial Oven. This is another one of my must-have venues in my game. I have it in every save file, never leave a house without it, or never load into a game without it. It's such an amazing little thing. Every single thing that I've said so far has been kind of the same complaint. I feel like the building is so pretty. Once again, didn't need to be as big as it is, and there's an extra story on top which I feel like was quite irrelevant. And another bad thing that I do have to say about this is that it's kind of hard to have there's only 2 ovens, so it's hard to have your Sims' foods on time. But then again, it's good, but it's also bad because the Sims, they take so long to eat and so long to get their food, so you could be waiting like 3 sim hours to get your food. But I still love it, so I'm going to put this on an S tier. I love how you can basically create your own restaurant or cafe or whatever your heart desires. I would use this if my Sims are having like a family get together or going on a dinner date with their partners or friends. Bring Le Cinema Plum Bob down to an A tier because as much as I love it, I feel like it doesn't hit. You know, it's not good, and it doesn't bring that factor to be an super tier. So I'm gonna put it on S tier for now. The next one is the Boardwalk, and the Boardwalk comes with the Sims 3 world of Roaring Heights, which is supposed to be based on like kind of the Great Gatsby times. Now, there are some different innuendos in the world, which I find kind of interesting. So yeah, but I'm gonna put the Boardwalk on S tier because it offers gameplay that none of the other expansion packs or store venues or games in general have had. I love that it adds roller coasters. You're able to set themes. Your kids are able to go riding. You can take photos. It's such an amazing venue that I love. Once again, have to have this in every single one of my save files. I absolutely love this. It adds so much gameplay. I usually use this when I want my Sims to go out for summer fun day, or when my toddler Sims age up into children, so I take them out there for their birthdays, or maybe a cute little day. One thing that I do have to say that's bad about this is that I wish that they had more things to do. But then again, granted that it has something that no other thing in the Sims 3 has ever had, which is a roller coaster, which is so cool. But there's only 2 roller coasters, and there's only 1 ride for each roller coaster, which I felt like, as much as I love it, I wish there was a second track in there so we can have at least 4 Sims go on the ride at one time. But I do love it, so I'm gonna put that on S tier. This is on the Sims 3 store for 1,900 sim points, and it comes with the 1 premium, well, this is for the world in general, so it comes with the 1 premium store content, which is the Sky High roller coaster cart. The second last thing we are going to be ranking is the Sims 3 Lucky Simoleon Casino. This one, I don't need it in my game all the time, but like on the it's not really a rare occasion, is it? Yes, on the rare occasion that I put this building or this venue into my game, I don't use it often, but when I do use it, I still don't use it often. So I'm gonna put it on B because it's in the same line as the bakery, but I just don't use it a lot. It is really cool. It comes with 2 premium store content items, which is the triple riches slots of jackpots and the hit 'em harder blackjack table. This lot or this venue also comes with the Sims 3 world of Lucky Palms, but I think it can be bought as a standalone. It costs 1,539 sim points on the Sims 3 store. Also, we're going to disregard the fact that every single one of these venues are overpriced and have major routing issues, but aside from that, I'll give them a go ahead. My experience with the slot machine is it actually builds up the logic skill, which is something that I didn't know. For a long time I thought it came with a gambling skill, but it actually didn't. It was the logic skill. And one thing that you can do with this is, if you have the Lucky Palms world enabled, you can go and get a coin from the well and spend that on there. And it's also a nice little way for your Sims to earn money or spend their free time when they're not going to work or they don't have anything serious going on. So I'm gonna put that on a B tier. Great, good, but not the best. Not something that I would use all the time. Okay.
That's not.
So we're looking like none of these are like really filled up, to be honest. The very last one is the Skylight Studio for the Performing Arts. This comes with 2 premium store content items, which are the Stiff as a Board, light as a Feather dance collection, and it's Not Gross public shower station. It's on the Sims 3 store for 1,710 sim points. Okay, so here's the thing. I love the fact that your Sims can actually do ballet. I love it. I love how they have little dance mat where your Sims can do whatever different dances their heart desires. But that is unfortunately the only thing that I like about this. The only thing. So I'm just gonna put it on a C. I love the concept of it. once again, a really large room that a really large venue that just didn't need to be as big as it was, and it just reminds me of a normal gym. But aside from that, I do really enjoy the ballet skill because I love having my child sims go there and do ballet after school or on a Saturday and meet different friends there. It's so cool. I love that little concept, but that's all I use it for. Like the rest of the gym closed off to me. No inkling or thought in my head. Now, I am going to talk a little bit about the Simsui store. The Simsui store is fairly or highly overpriced and comes with a few different additional items that you can add to your game for extra gameplay or more gameplay if you wanted or needed it. It is such a cool concept. However, a game that's been out for over 10 years should not have to cost so much money for one item, and that's what I don't like about the Simsui store. And I love how your sims can, not only your sims, other simmers can make different items or textures of this one creation and post it up to the Simsui store content. And I love that you can just download it and it goes straight to your Sims 3 downloads folder in the launcher. I love that, but highly overpriced for what it is. And for example, the Sims 3 Aurora Skies cost 3,915 sim points for the gold version and 2,205 for the standard version. And if we come up, every single one of these venues costs over half of that for the standard version, which is like, it's just a lot, you know. And like, Aurora Skies is a whole world, so it definitely does cost a lot of money, a lot of money. But that is my ranking. Nothing made it to D tier. I feel like if the Savvy Sellers collection was here, I probably would put it there, but when I did use it before, I liked to use it during Christmas time when I had seasons installed, so my sims would go out, get their kids some toys and then give it to them for Christmas time. I feel like that's a nice little concept, nice little idea. But that's literally it. And I probably would have put it on D tier if I'm being honest. So I'm actually going to move the casino down to C tier purely because of the fact that I just don't use it, and if I don't use it, I don't think it should be in a higher tier than another one that I rarely use. But this is that. But that's it for this video, guys. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.